So, just get ready. It'll be over soon. But we've still got some shirts for sale. A lot of shirts. So if you're interested, go over there. But for now, give it up for Greg and Chris.
Come on, you can do better than that. There you go. I like your attitude. Hello, fellow teens. I am Chris Spangle. I am the host of We're Libertarians. This is Greg Lenz. We are libertarian podcasters. That's right, ladies. Control yourselves. It's like you said, it'll be over soon. I am actually the former executive director of the Libertarian Party of Indiana. I was there from 2008 to 2012. And it is, if you had told me in 2005 that I would be speaking at a legalization rally, I wouldn't have believed you.
No, it's been amazing. To watch the difference between 2008 to 2016 is nothing short of remarkable. The culture's changed, the tide's changed, this is the moment. And just everybody coming out today, when I know IU football, I don't know if they won or not, but this kind of turnout to support this movement is incredible.
The electorate really has shifted in a major way from 2008 to now. In 2008, for libertarian candidates, it was a death blow to talk about legalization or the war on drugs because it had for so long been used against libertarians and progressives and anybody who cared about freedom as a way to, it was voter suppression. It was a way to disenfranchise libertarian candidates by saying that all they cared about was drugs. Now society has completely changed, and a lot of it has to do with millennials. And also Barack Obama's attitude, and you see him pardoning so many people now, and it's a huge amount of progress in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's a testament to the changing tide in the millennial generation. I mean, quite frankly, we get crapped upon by everybody. You know, we're the lazy boomerang kids that move in back with their parents, and then they can't pay their student loans, and it looks like they're not ambitious. But no, but this movement single-handedly has changed the tide in America to the point where Gallup says 52% of Americans support decriminalization and legalization. And I don't know when we're going to start showing up in the polls, but I would encourage everyone out here today to show up on election day. Stop trusting people who are opportunists with this movement and start holding them accountable and voting for candidates who have always been on the right side of legalization.
So when Hillary Clinton says that she's going to deschedule marijuana from 1 down to 2, which is still not good enough, we need to hold her to that if she's elected president. If Donald Trump is elected president, then I guess, does anybody know what Donald Trump believes at all about? I don't know, but obviously Gary Johnson and Jill Stein both are for freedom in this area, and that's what it comes down to, is freedom. And so many of us understand that this is an issue of freedom. It isn't just that we want to get high. In fact, I've never smoked marijuana in my life. I've never even drank alcohol. But just because some of you over there, want to smoke weed, I have no problem with that because it's an issue of liberty and freedom. But there are people in this society that don't necessarily think that way. And so we not only have to message this issue on freedom, but we also have to talk about the economic realities of locking up 20 to 25% of our population over a plant. It's ridiculous.
It is, and it's at the point where we are a movement that now has to tailor our message to the audience. There is no such thing as a fiscal conservative that supports prohibition. If you agree to that, you are saying that it is worth $21,000 a year to incarcerate somebody who's using a plant that at one point in the Jamestown colony, it was a law you had to grow it. That is just absurd, and it is. If you have to build coalitions, and that's what's so great about today, is to see all the different competing organizations and that they are able to mold into this wonderful unit that is accomplishing political change. So give yourselves a round of applause because you're all kicking ass and doing a great job.
So moving forward, we not only need to talk about freedom, but we also need to talk about ending the drug war as an economic issue, a civil liberties issue. And it's just morally wrong to destroy entire communities over a plant.
Yeah, the prohibition has been a cancer on American society. It's destroyed communities, it's destroyed families, it's destroyed futures. It has robbed the United States Treasury of tax dollars because they're not able to enter back into the economy after being felons. There just isn't one part of society that's benefited from the prohibition of drugs.
Have any of you seen The House I Live In? It's a documentary. It was on Netflix, but it's a must-see documentary. And it talks about the economic realities of society. Once NAFTA and free trade agreements were signed into law, the bottom 15% of our population no longer had an economic situation, and drugs moved in for those people. And so the politicians found a way to warehouse people. And instead of, it's a moral issue. We warehouse the bottom 15%, the poor in our society, the bottom economic class, and then make money off of them through private prison.
Unpaid labor.
Right. And the documentary 13 that the previous speaker talked about also highlights this. And if you care about the poor, then you must care about the ending of the drug war. And these are the ways that we need to message moving forward so that we build further coalitions. It's not just about liberty, it's also about morality, ethics, and financial sense.
It is. It's about the sustainability of the United States as a republic. We are simply at the state where we can no longer continue on and kicking the can down the road. When we do, when we finally take action and show up on Election Day, that's when the course of United States history will change, and it will be because you came out to support this movement.
All right, so thank you so much for letting us speak. We are Libertarians at wearelibertarians.com. Get the podcast. Share it. Our microphones, they work. Yes, unfortunately for some people. So check us out, wearelibertarians.com, and thank you to Brandon and all of the students at IU who put this on and did all the hard work for this. Give them a round of applause, and thank you very much.
And thanks for letting us as nerdy libertarians be with the cool kids for one time in college. This was quite enjoyable.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah. So up next, we've got some student testimonials. We've got Dorian up first. We're going to move